Welcome to another video review. So today we're going to be doing Venom #1. This is an awesome, very cool looking cover by Joe Quesada. There is a variant cover. I'm not sure who does that one, but where there's a silhouette of a person standing here and then you see Venom with his tongue. And I was almost going to get that one today. It's a 1 in 15 variant, but I decided against it. So instead I got this one, plus because I really wanted to read it and I wouldn't have read the other one. But let's jump right into it. So the writer is Rick Remender. I am actually a huge fan of his lately. His late Punisher run and his Uncanny X-Force have just amazed me as far as just great storylines. And so we see that here too. We get that same treatment. So that's great. I absolutely love the fact that is no different. That we're getting that same caliber of just being able to be. He's a terrific writer. It's really cool to see Tony Moore in pencils. I haven't read much of The Walking Dead, but I just found out that he is the artist there, or was. So it's really cool, and it's apparent actually. Just some of the scenes, they're not necessarily gruesome, but it's just so action-packed. This issue with itself, first of all, I should say that if you're a fan of Venom, of the old Venom, you may not like this. This is a very different approach on him. If you haven't read Amazing Spider-Man 654 and 654.1, then you may be a little lost. Which that's kind of the only bad thing about this. I don't consider it necessarily a bad thing because this in itself is still standalone. You just don't get the background. Unfortunately, you just kind of jump right in and Flash is Venom. There's no actual explanation. But they do give you that, of course, he only has 20 missions, and this is his third. But if you didn't read that, then you wouldn't. If you hadn't read the previous issues, you wouldn't know that. So that, I guess, can be a bit of a bad thing, but as many other reviewers have said. But I don't consider it that bad. It doesn't take away from the issue being as good as it is. And so the pace is terrific, lots of action. This is my first, I guess, view at this villain, Jack-O-Lantern. I know this is not his first appearance or anything like that, but I really dug it. So much so that I want to go read more stuff with Jack-O-Lantern. I don't know if he's always been this badass, but he's terrific here. I mean, this is just a great villain. Not a good villain, like, you know, just there's so much I can say about this issue. It is just so great. One thing that was pretty funny to me, there's not much comedic effect because of the seriousness of the story, but there is a portion here where, well, it's too small for me to show you really, but this guy's in a tank and he's wondering what happened to someone else, and he just pretty much asks, you know, what has gotten into you? And Flash tears open the top, and he's like, he caught a dose of Venom, so and so, and in his thoughts it says, I'm embarrassed as soon as it comes out of my mouth. Well, you can tell he's a really big fan of Spider-Man. He's trying to crack jokes here and there, and even that he's ashamed of. He gets embarrassed by his own attempts at humor. So I like that. I actually like to see that he admits when he makes a terrible joke. But we get a lot of Flash, not so much Venom. But the Venom we do see is neat, is very cool, and so that's pretty much it. Now the end of it was not necessarily typical, and it wasn't. You will want to read the next issue. There wasn't a huge cliffhanger or anything, but you will want to read the next issues, and simply just to know that, I mean, he did this mission and he didn't necessarily please his superiors. So it's one of those things that's like give and take. You know, he's doing his. I wouldn't say he's necessarily doing his job. I mean, he's saving people and he's helping. But some of the missions, may be compromised, and it might not necessarily just all be Flash's fault. It could also be because of Venom, but it'll be interesting to see where this series goes. So me, personally, I'd give this a 5 out of 5. It's a terrific first issue. It's running out at my local comic book store. There's not very many. So if you have not picked this up, you might want to hurry and go get it. I am almost positive this will go into second or third printing. It was that good. So I don't know about third. I'd say second definitely. So get a copy of it today if you are able to find that amazing, that really cool variant cover. Get that one as well. Alright, so 5 out of 5. Thanks.